Lord.
Hello, family. What's up? Welcome again. Of course, it's another brand new day. We are blessed. And of course, this is Comfort Confor and this is Empowerment Talk. On this platform, for those who have forgotten, we used to remind people, but for some reason, I went silent and it's coming back again. On this platform, what do? We are empowered by Mr. Ash Mufare to empower people to empower people. Whether it makes sense or not, when you join in this conversation, you are definitely going to find out what it's all about. So, our great and special guest for tonight is telling us about how much passion she has got for children born with disability, especially those who have been born and abandoned because of their nature, how they were born. So, Sister Ivy, you are welcome.
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort. It's a great privilege to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Sure, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you. So, guys, go ahead and share, invite people, and why not go ahead and share your thought as our sister discusses what she has in mind. So, see, just for a quick warm up, I know that the whole thing today lies in the humanitarian perspective. However, one of the things you told me in our conversation was that, in your words, you said, I work for unpassive.
Yeah.
So, what does that mean? What did you mean by that?
Yeah. Really. Yeah. That's what I want to be known for all over the world. I work for Unpassive. When I say I work for Unpassive, I believe in Unpassive and I believe in the process and I believe in the path. And I want everybody to believe in it. I don't even say I want. I know anybody coming into contact with me is going to believe in Unpassive. We have to wear it the way I wear Unpassive. If I stand here and I pick my phone and I just say, just 1 minute, I want to send a video mail to my mom. Then I just open my phone and then I do the video mail. Mom, how are you? I just wanted to say hi. I'll talk to you later. Let me tell you something. That person standing there would go home and say, Ivy, what were you doing? What was that device? That is me selling on passive and being a worker of on passive. The other way I work for on passive is I know we are many. Let's say, let's lowball it down to 1 million from 1.4 million. All of us are not strong in the way we believe and the way we think about on passive. Too many things have gone on. So now when I say I work for Unpassive, I want to make sure that my fellow Unpassivians are empowered and believe in what we believe in. What we believe in, at times you are weak, even as Christians or whatever religion. You have to be reminded every day, this thing is good. This thing is going to work. This is how we are going to do it. This is, I'm going to write a book. And then when the market comes, traffic will be sent to it. Do you get me? We have various ways we can empower each other. So for me, I work for Unpassive. When I go to every platform, I'm selfless. I don't know who I am. I just know that this thing must work. And everybody who is in Unpassive will believe in what we are doing.
Okay, thank you so much, sis. I'm just happy because there is a songwriter back home. He's a very young person. He sings a song which is titled "We Are Proud of Who We Are."
Yeah.
I think if you're on Pacifian, you belong to this nation called on Pacifian, or on passive, and you're a citizen of a nation called on passive. Your citizenship, your name is on Pacifian, and you are not proud of it. Then there's surely something very, very wrong. So now to the crux of the matter, sis. Know that you have told me that you are working specially, you supporting some particular children living with disability because they were born like that and somehow abandoned or neglected. Can you tell us a bit about this, please?
Yeah, there are some children, unfortunately, in every part of the world we have them, but I've localized what I'm doing at the moment. There are children who were born with spina bifida. Some of them too are born with cerebral palsy. Some of them too are born with brain defects. Some of them too are born with malfunctioning. Like some of them have deformities, untold serious deformities. Some of them don't have hands. Some of them, three people have to gather them. Do you understand me? When you have to gather a human being, that's a very sad situation. Now in Africa, and I think everywhere in the world, is not easy to be able to take care of such a child. You see, now in Africa, there are some places where you will be looked down on. Somebody will be thinking that you did something very evil to bring forth such a child. So most people abandon those children. In the morning, you go somewhere, and some of them are lying down there. Some of them too are taken to these homes. We don't see their parents anymore. So it is in my heart that they did nothing to be born that way. So we have to do all we can to make sure that they are taken care of.
This is something very serious, and I feel, I like this topic as much as it gets me so emotional, especially when you have to paint this kind of picture. So I don't know, what help do you offer them? What do you do for them?
Okay. So because they are born that way, most of them have the first disability they have apart from speech impairment and brain functioning is mobility. About 80% of them do not have use of their limbs. So most of them, we've seen them in Africa. Some of them will be crawling with their chests because they don't have the lower limb function. Some of them cannot even move anywhere. They will be laying on the ground, and people will be passing them in the market and all that. They don't have mobility. They can't go anywhere. So the first thing I did, I had to look for somebody who had a like-minded heart, like a mom that will gather these children. They are not our children, but they are our children. And we gather them, and they all live in a home, and they have caregivers who take care of them, give them showers. Most of them, I think I sent you some pictures. Most of them, you have to feed them. They don't know where their mouth is. They don't have a concept of hunger. It's a very, very touching situation. So the first thing I could do from America here, I just noticed that people were throwing away wheelchairs. Are you getting me? Just throwing them away. Oh, well, insurance paid for it. And my mom, oh, throwing away wheelchairs. Then I said, okay. I started gathering them. In fact, I gathered wheelchairs. The first one I gathered 50. Then luckily for me, when you're doing something good or something that God wants, you're looking after people, God also makes a way. Then I met a shipper. He said, Miss Ivy, 20 years I've shipped. I've never found anybody feeling sorry for any children to send them wheelchairs. So we started sending these wheelchairs. We started sending the wheelchairs. So these children, some of them had never gone out. Some of these children, their parents could not come and pick them back home because it's like, how am I going to carry her? She's 16. She's a big mass. So, but when I sent those chairs, those families were happy to take their children home for a weekend. So the main function of mine is to provide mobility and then to provide fun. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Maybe you have some question you want to ask me.
Yeah, sure. Maybe you should go ahead, because I was going to ask what would be some of the difficulties that you have in doing this. First of all, how long have you been doing it for? And of course, what are some of the difficulties you've been facing? So if you want to talk about funding too, it's all right. Let's hear what you've been doing, what has been your source of funding and stuff. We just want to know more about this. Guys, welcome. And today we're talking, Ivy and myself, we're discussing about children born and abandoned because they are living or they're born with disability. So let's hear what she's going through, what she's been doing, and share your thought, please. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah. Like I said, the first thing I had to do was to find a mother for them. So the mother I have, she lost her mother when she was 16. So because of that need, she also wanted like a mom. So she knows how it is to be without a mom. You see? So because she knows how to be without a mom, she fulfills that role perfectly. And then number two, I found I can gather. Let me tell you something. I gather so many things. I gather clothes. At times, I gather 20 bags of clothes. And the first thing I can say is I did it by myself. When I say I did it by myself, not that I'm rich or I'm poor, but the drive is so powerful. So when that drive is coming, my own clothes, my everything in my home, I'll pack it in those bags. When the drive comes, I'll go to Walmart. In fact, the drive has been so powerful that people have been driving with me. There's a guy who he told me last month. He says, "Mama, I've gone to Walmart and I've bought 1,000 t-shirts, different sizes for those kids." Are you getting me? We don't have to get those apples before the charity in us kicks off. That thing is in us to help others, whether we have it or not. So that drive is what is going to drive Ashmufarek. Ashmufarek has to succeed because of me. This on passive, the power behind what I want to do, I've already started those wheels. On passive cannot fail. It can never fail. So when we come together collectively with this kind of force, with this kind of drive, that is our funding.
Wow.
So what I can say is I am doing the first thing is I've got a mom and I've got the mobility. I think I've sent so far about um 4 consignments of wheelchair. I have one that was put in a container this week to be sent to them. Now, the other thing I provided, and I want everybody to hear this, those children only thrive on joy. They don't have any emotion. Can you imagine what God did? They don't have any emotion apart from laughter and joy. So when they are dancing, is their happiness, is their happiest. So every day they provide music. We have people, they dance. You will see them. I think I sent you one of those videos. They will dance the whole day. You have to stop them. So it is a pointer to us that we think we don't have. The ones who are suffering are living in permanent joy. That means so much to me to see their joy and their happiness. That's my drive. That every time they are happy. It's easy to make them happy. I don't have to do much. And so I'm really, really happy you're asking me this. And the only difficulty I can I can think of at the moment, that question you asked, is I would have said a lack of funds, but I'm telling you, my drive is more powerful than me not having. I don't know. I don't have. You see, they all call me Mama Ivy, and they feel that I'm a billionaire in this America. Are you getting me? You can be rich with $1 when your heart is powerful and your heart is full. And we have the vehicle. Can you imagine when we start stepping on these stones? These stones. Oh,
All right, I made it to the destination. Yay! Okay. So, guys, I just got it. So that is one of the videos that I got from my sister Ivy. I tried and it worked. So,
I
what is
wish I.
happening there?
Oh
Yeah,
my God. So here, so
yeah.
here, I had sent them. I can't remember. They have days that I think I had sent them the picture preceding it. I had sent them. We sent them. They had bought food for them, and then, like I said, they thrive on dancing and party and happy. So we make sure that we incorporate it every day because that's their form of exercise and that's their form of we are also wanted and needed. And let me tell you something, they express themselves in marvelous ways when they are dancing. Some of them will go so low, some of them will throw. I'm telling you, I mean, it is that alone makes me happy. And Sister Comfort and everybody that is listening to me, the reason why somebody asked me, why did you choose those kind of children? I didn't choose them. Maybe God chose them for me. I didn't even know they existed. And then I fell into it 4 years ago. and I grabbed with my own hands. You know why? Because most of them don't have a long lifespan. When you go
Right.
medically, most of them, when they are born, they live between 6 hours to maybe 30 years maximum. Most of them because of medical conditions. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them, their lungs are half lungs. Some of them, they don't have some parts in their body. Their life
Wow.
expectancy is short. So
Right.
it is in our immediate need. Do you get me? You have
Mm-hmm.
to make them happy before they pass. Because at times I'll call, then they said, oh, this one, are you getting me? Then I'll be asking,
Hmm.
when she passed, was she happy? Was she
Wow.
dancing? Had you
Hmm.
fed her? Did she have a good shower? Did
Oh
you
dear.
make her happy? Because let
Hmm.
me tell you something. Right now, I'm talking by maybe 2 hours, they'll tell me that one of them passed. Are you getting me?
Oh. Oh.
So, their life expectancy because of their
Hmm.
situation. So, we don't
Wow.
have time to waste or time to wait. That is why the power of our minds and our hearts should be behind Ashmufare and the tech
Mm-hmm.
team so that all that they are doing, we are in a hurry, not because of selfish reasons, but
Mm-hmm.
because there are some people who depend on our making them
Wow.
happy for
Wow.
maybe 5 minutes.
Wow. I think I've learned a lot from this because I've known my whole life that people are born with disabilities, but about their short lifespan, I've never known that. And guys, I don't know what you think about this. I think this is something. This is just a noble thing to do. We are all, we who are humans, we are blessed with good health and stuff. We're always in a rush, but the real people to be in a rush are these people because they can just go back home anytime. So we really appreciate you, sis, for doing all of this and why we're sharing this here because we know where we're coming from, we know where we're heading to, and very soon, before you know it, it's going to be a team effort. It will not be you doing it single-handedly anymore. And so keep on doing what you are doing. Guys, let's know what you think about our sister's story and the help he is giving to this less privileged set of people I've ever heard about. God never knew much about their lifespan and those conditions. So thank you so much, sis. But we know that it's empowerment and we have been empowered to empower ourselves, to empower other people. You are empowering these young women to take care of these children. So while we think of those children, we think equally about the people that have taken the courage to take care of them. Of course, the time is right here and it's all going to be done. However, I know that your passion is, we cannot measure it. Right now, you have something again in mind because we just think, we on Pacifians, we think that it's a good thing, it's our duty to give back to our communities. So you have another thing in mind to give back to your immediate community where you live in, being that of opening a soup kitchen. Tell us a bit more about soup kitchen because not everybody is American and we don't know what that's all about and where this is taking to, what satisfaction you want to get from making a soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort. It's nice talking to you because it means you listen. I mean, it was a short conversation within 5 minutes, but she's taking everything I said to her.
Right.
Yeah. So, like I said, I work for Passive. I want all of us, as we listen, to know that this thing is going to work. The force of our minds is too powerful, more than what we are going to get. Now, you have to be in the stream of, I am going to do this and mean it. Then let me tell you something. It's going to work with Ash Mufare, everything. The night that they are sitting down and something is not clicking on those computers, I'm telling you, my thought pattern is going to let it work. Are you getting me? I need that thing to work. So we should be joyful. So that
Mhm.
is why we need preparation. The empowerment is our preparation. These children that I started looking after, I was looking at that. In fact, that's how I came into Unpassive. Because one
Mhm.
guy who knew I did it had told me, he says, Ivy, you are doing this thing by yourself, but here is this company that they said you pay $97, and then those days. So that is how I met you, Comfort. Then I think the person gave me Dr. Bill's video and then yours. So when I listened to it,
Mhm.
I said $97 is nothing. So I just put it in and I said later on I'll listen to what is going on. So When I listened to it, I said, this is what I need, and this is what this man is looking for. Ash Mufara is looking for me. What you are looking for is looking for you. Are you getting me? Because I was doing this thing, and then here he was talking about looking after humanity. Are you getting me? These two forces are coming together. It is not he's thinking different and I'm thinking different. We are in the same stream. It's going to
Mhm.
work. That is, like minds are going to work.
Mhm.
So I started then. A guy also I had met. He said, Ivy, nobody knows what you are doing, and then people also want to learn that is going to work, because at times we think that it has to be an NGO, it has to be a
Mhm.
government organization and all that. Fine. They are great help. We need them. But when the force is so strong, when your child is sick at home, you learn to feed your child before you start looking for a government agency to feed your child. You have to start
Right.
something. So
Mhm.
that is the vein. So now with that, I already started this thing and it's working. I'm telling you, it's working and I'm happy. The second thing that came into my mind, I could only think that way because of on passive. There's a
Mhm.
building where my doctor is. It's a very nice building, and it's all marble. Is I think 4 story. I've gone in there. I've seen the elevators and all that. I told myself I need a soup kitchen. A soup kitchen is like a restaurant. It's like you cook food for people who don't have money or who don't have food to eat, and then you serve them food. Now, the thought is that people are homeless. Fine.
Mhm.
That is downtown. Where my building, did you hear what I called it? Is my building. I'm going to buy that building. That
Right.
building, I've
Sure.
already, you see, I've
That's
already,
faith.
it's already the process. That Ash Mufara has to work because Ivy is thinking she's going to buy that building. I'm
Right.
going to be buying it. So that is how I want all of us to empower ourselves.
Yeah.
Go to the neighborhoods you need, take the pictures. So when I go to that building, I tell myself, this is the building I'm going to have my soup kitchen in. I've walked in the lobby. I said, this is where my unpassive friends will come and visit me. And then I'll show them around. I
Mhm.
already have that going. Now, my soup kitchen is in a high-end area. And ask me why. We'll be thinking that all the people living in all these nice, nice homes, they don't have, my sister. They don't have. They use that money only to pay that rent for that house. That
Mhm.
is all they have. Their
Wow.
children don't have food, nothing. Don't play, because we had gone to do evangelism around there and we are taking food. If you see the people coming for their food in
Right.
their
The
suits and
numbers.
nice
Wow.
cars, then it gave me the thought that all these people in these houses are hungry. By the
Mhm.
time I start cooking good food, and the food I'm going to cook is going to be ethnic, one country after the other. This week
Wow.
we are cooking Nigerian. Next week we are cooking Caribbean. And then you leave flyers in the whole area. The
Wow.
people will send their food to come in, because we have the feeling that the poor people are the only people walking on the street. There are people living in neighborhoods that are. So I want to do that soup kitchen for them. I already have my menus. I already have my chefs and everything, and it's going to work.
Wow, that's really big, and I'm so excited for you, especially about the soup kitchen, because oh my God, the varieties and the different cuisines from around the world, it's going to make a difference in people's lives. I think
Yeah,
that is just the Mr. Mufara way you are doing your things. One of the things you told me is that I believe that that's what is one of the drives I would believe you have in doing all you do, is that you've got the empowering mindset. And on this note, you have a few pieces of advice to tell people, fellow founders, and so on. So just go on this and tell us a bit more. Yeah.
yeah. So already, like I'm talking, um, we you have to start to win.
Hmm.
We God promises us. But when we got to the Red Sea, we have to put the foot in the water. When we got to the River Jordan, we have to step in the water. You have to step in that water. Ash Mufara says we should think big. What big are you thinking? Have you seen the size of my building? The next
and
time I'll be giving it to you to put
and
on.
I'm not interjecting you, but I think Mr. Mufaro says if you can think something, you can imagine something, you can do it. So I believe that that building is yours. I'm
You
joining
see,
you in this faith. Yeah.
and that is the empowerment that all of us need. Maybe you don't have the faith, not the faith. It's beyond faith now. Right now, we're not doing anything called faith. We are doing action. Are you getting me? We've already believed in this thing. So, what is the action that you are putting in place? What is the picture that you have that is going to show me that you believe in this Ashmufare? Look, I have this here. This is a house I believe in. Can you see my house? You see, what do you have that shows that you believe in this on passive? Are you getting me? If I could stretch, I have about 6 pictures here that I can show you what
Right.
I believe in. Are you getting me? So that
Mm-hmm.
is to empower us. The empowerment is also to help our mind. You
Mm-hmm.
see, when I see this house with a swimming pool, let me tell you, I don't know how to swim, but I feel good. I just feel happy. I tell myself by the time I invite Andy, I invite all these people that know how to swim, my house will be a paradise. Are you getting me? So these things that we are doing, it makes us happy with unpassive.
Mm-hmm.
That is the empowerment. We have
Right.
to be happy with unpassive. When I think about when I'm going to be traveling to London to go and see all these my brethren, I think
And
of
see
the
us.
plane. I'm telling you, I think of the plane. I think of the suits that I wear. Those are the empowerment. Take your mind there.
Yes.
Ash Kufara has already finished his work. It's a finished product. We are already living in that house he has built. So we also have to draw it out. The only way we can draw it out is by adding to what we need. Are you getting me? Now, it's not going to be selfish, it's going to be based on joy, on happiness, and sharing. So, this
Mm-hmm.
house, definitely, I cannot live in it by myself. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking of inviting my friends to come and enjoy the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living.
Right. I
Yeah.
know, you know what, Sister Ivy, one thing about selfishness, before on passive, I've told this story a million times until Lily's here, my witness. Before on passive, there's certain lifestyles that we would have loved to live there. You'd feel like I would be guilty if I just go ahead living in a mansion
Mhm.
or buying some expensive car or going on some expensive trips when people are suffering. However, Mr. Mufari has erased that because before he has assured us that he's going to fill up our cup, and it's
Mhm.
overflowing. So
Mhm.
we get the overflow and take it to the people who are in need, and so everybody is happy. So
Yeah.
there's no guilty feeling of, oh, I think I'm being greedy, I'm being
Yeah.
this. No, 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 because
Yeah.
there's enough for everybody by the grace of God. Is that where you're heading to?
That is where I'm heading to. And then also, we have to make um Ash proud. We have to make Compassive proud. Are you getting me? What will
Hmm.
be the point in all this work that he has done? What will be the point in all the things that is going to happen to us if we are not going to live the life to the full? Are you
Hmm.
getting me? Now, the
Right.
life to the full, it's not going to be for one person. It's going to be, that's a thought pattern. It's going to be for so many people. Are you getting me? So we have
Hmm.
to make him proud. When Ash meets me, he should know that all the nights that he spent that were sleepless nights, he says, yes, that is my girl. You get me? It's not only in the way you'll be looking and all that. He will hear about me in the world. He will hear
Right.
about that soup kitchen. He will hear about, you see, heads of state would come to our light. Are you getting me? Now, I didn't say that, but those children one day they featured it on Nigerian TV. They
Okay.
featured that,
Wow.
not that
Mm-hmm.
particular house, but another house. They featured it there. Now,
Okay.
see how Ash is entering countries. He's going to enter by us. He's going
Right.
to enter by charity.
That's
He has
true.
already entered Syria. You
Mm-hmm.
see, he has already entered the places where there's earthquake. He's
Mm-hmm.
going to enter Nigeria through my agency of the spinal bifida. Are you getting me? He's
Mm-hmm.
going to come to this Colorado because you hear that there's a soup kitchen that is cooking food for presidents. You see, so now those thought patterns, let us use it. It will
Right.
not make you wait, it will make you happy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's, I really appreciate your passion, and everybody's happy with what you are doing. And believe me, many people will join you. I'm excited about everything you're doing. I want to be, I'm coming. I need to cook in your soup kitchen one
You
of the
have to.
days.
You have to.
I
One
need to
month.
cook one of the days.
Comfort cuisine for 1 month. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So before we round up, we know the last one we had again yesterday from our CEO, as it's still making news, it's still fresh. So based on that, what advice do you have to give to fellow on Pacifians as we await the new baby any moment from now?
Yeah, every waiting is it could be easy, it could not be easy. Some people will be saying, I'm buying time. Are you getting me? For me, I say I'm buying time because there's so much I want to do. I told you I have 2 books. There's a book I'm writing right now that is with the editors that they are editing. I need to buy time because by the time he starts sending traffic, I want that traffic to visit my books. So now that we are buying time, let us give something that the substance is going to land on. What have you created that Ash's traffic is going to land on?
Mm-hmm.
I have a book. His traffic is going to land on my book.
Right.
Are you sewing a dress? That is going to land. So you have to have something for this fire to come and ignite. So let us, so you know what, with that, you'll not be waiting, you'll be creative. You'll be creative. So the pain of waiting gets away. Then you'll be like, hey, let me be in a hurry because maybe Ash is going to start the traffic tomorrow. So you are thinking you are late. You'll be rushing to catch up with him. We have to catch up with Ash. Ash is already done. He's finished
Right.
everything. I'm telling you, for all you know, he's thinking about things that are space level. Are you getting me? They are
Right.
talking about astronomic levels. So let us do what we can. If you are going to,
Right.
you see, listen to his last about 5 appearances. He's always
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Go and do something, do something, go and do your own something." You see, he's
Mm-hmm.
not going to leave you be like a baby that you are depending on him. He knows
Exactly.
God put something in us. He says, do something. Go and do your own YouTube. Go and you see, go and do something. So I know that my empowerment is to help people think about what they have to do. So I have
Mm-hmm.
people I talk to and I ask them, I said, so what is your best point? What are the things that interest you? Let us try to think about, okay, can you start, if it's a poem that you want to write a poem every day and put it on YouTube. You know, think of something that you can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. There's a lot of place. There's a lot of playground where you just go do stuff. I think what you're saying, I get it 100%, because what is your passion? What is that thing that you like to do? Do it, because after all, Mr. Mufara and his team and his dream team are working for you. So use that time, all the time you have. Enjoy your passion and still extend your wealth, your source of income from it. So
Yeah.
everything is all gain, and it's all for good, and it's all fun, fun, fun. So, sis, I really thank you for your time this evening. I appreciate your passion, and this is just what we want to do. This is all what that is the Mother Teresa I don't know, syndrome or what that Mr. Ash Mufare wants. This has to affect everybody. So you've chosen your niche, you are where you are, you're hitting it really hard. I know many more will join you. Guys, let us know what you are doing. You would like to come here and share it with us, of course, because when you share your ideas, people will either like it and want to join you or start it off some other way so that we'll reach out to as many people as we can.
Yeah.
So it's been a wonderful time, sis, having you here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for supporting with your comments and everything, all your time that you spend here with us every day. We really do appreciate. And of course, see you soon, guys. Bye.